Deepti, Directrice Pédagogique of Here and Now the French Institute. I welcome you to another episode on Learning French. And today's French lesson is 10 common mistakes made in French by English speakers. In this episode, we want to throw some light on some common mistakes made by English speakers in French. We suggest you to please download our free PDF. The link you will find in the description box. Common error number 1. Using the verbs in the present tense. In English, we have present tense as well as present continuous tense. Let's go with an example. In present tense, I go to the beach. And in present continuous tense, I am going to the beach. Whereas in French, both the phrases are expressed in the same way. Je vais à la plage. But people say, je vais à la plage for I go to the beach. And je suis allé à la plage for I am going to the beach. But both the phrases are expressed the same way, je vais à la plage. Let's see one more example. In English, I'm working at Saint-Gobain. The wrong way is, je suis travaillé chez Saint-Gobain. But the right way is to say, je travaille chez Saint-Gobain or je travaille à Saint-Gobain. Common error number 2. Using the right verb, être or avoir. Expressions using the verb être and avoir. I'm 23 years old. It is not je suis 23 ans, but j'ai 23 ans. The right verb is avoir and not être. Few more examples. I'm thirsty. We do not say je suis soif, but we say j'ai soif. I'm hungry. We do not say je suis faim, but I would say j'ai faim. I'm afraid. Je suis peur. No, but we say j'ai peur. For the complete list of avoir expressions, please watch our video on expressions of verb avoir in French. Common error number 3. French verbs and prepositions. In English, we use certain prepositions for certain verbs. It doesn't necessarily mean that we use the same prepositions in French. For example, I depend on you. It is not je dépends sur toi, but je dépends de toi. I'm waiting for my father. It is not j'attends pour mon père, but j'attends mon père. No preposition is used in French after the verb attendre. Common error number 4. Pronunciation errors. The last letter of a word is not pronounced in most of the cases. For example, verbs ending with er like parler, chanter, danser, and so on. The letter H is not aspirated as in English. For example, it is hotel and not hotel. It is hôpital and not hôpital. The G and J sounds of French don't exist in English. However, you can practice them by pronouncing the English words like pleasure, measure, treasure for the G and J sounds. Voila! Here comes the king. La lettre R en français. We are not going to explain how the letter R is pronounced. We are going to do another episode for the king. Common error number 5. Faux amis ou false cognates. French words which are spelled the same way as in English but have totally a different meaning. Example, librairie is not a library but a bookshop. Blessing is not to bless but to hurt. Attendre is not to attend but to wait. Common error number 6. The gender errors. The concept of masculine and feminine in French is certainly a new one for any English speakers. Everything has a gender in French, either masculine or feminine. Here are a few tips. Words ending with letter E are mostly feminine. For example, une école, une femme, une fille, une table, une porte, etc. Rest are masculine. However, it is just the beginning part in understanding the concept. Please download our PDF for complete understanding of the concept. Link you will find in the description box below. Common error number 7. Adverbs. This is just the extension of false copy. Adverbs like actuellement does not mean actually but means currently or presently. Also, how and where to place the adverbs in the past tense. For example, I wrote well is j'ai bien écrit and not j'ai écrit bien. French does not have past tense and the past perfect like in English. It is confusing for the English speakers. In fact, this is much easier in French than in English. Example, j'ai déjà vu le film. Common error number 8. Picking up the right auxiliary verb in the past tense. It could be confusing at times while choosing between the two auxiliary verbs, être to be and avoir to have, while framing a sentence in the simple past tense. The ground rule is when the verb is taking a movement, it is the verb être, and for the rest of the verbs, it is avoir. Still confused? Verbs like aller, venir, arriver, partir, descendre, monter. All of these verbs require movement. Hence, we use the auxiliary verb être. Example, je suis allé. Tu es venu. There is another simple way to understand. Dr. Mrs. Vendredi. This is the acronym for the 16 verbs. They go like descendre, rester, monter, revenir, sortir, venir, aller, naître, devenir, entrer, retourner, tomber, rentrer, arriver, mourir et partir. Common error number 9. Picking up the right tense for a non-native speaker can be at times a complex task when they are speaking about the past or the future. This is a vast topic in itself. Hence, we are sooner making a video series on French tenses. And common error number 10. The literal translation error. Translation error happens due to the clash between the expressions, especially different idioms in French and in English. Few examples. Il pleut des cordes. It doesn't mean it is raining some cards. But in English, it means it is raining cats and dogs. We cannot translate it as Il pleut des chats et des chiens. It sounds bizarre, right? Please check our video on more expressions and idioms. Well, that's for the 10 common errors in French. It is just the introductory and the basic level into French. So, for more detailed understanding of the common mistakes, please download our free PDF from www.hereandnow.fr. Merci beaucoup. Let's catch up on another interesting episode on Happy Learning French. This is Deepthi signing off. Au revoir and happy learning French.